In the world of gaming PCs, spec-boasting hardware like graphics cards and SSDs tend to take the spotlight. Yet, all of these parts, regardless of how cutting-edge they are, must be connected to the center of the PC, the motherboard. While motherboards may be a little less exciting and a lot more technical, they're crucial to a long-lasting, high-performing gaming PC. That's why we'll be breaking through the technical jargon and sharing with you the best gaming motherboards available today. This video is brought to you by Answerly, a question platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers on different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which they can easily convert into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description. Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about some of the best pre-built gaming PC in 2021. If you're new here, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notifications bell to get updates whenever we post. In the span of only a few decades, PC gaming has gone from being an obscure hobby reserved for nerds to being the go-to source of entertainment for millions of people worldwide. Oftentimes, we're left with big chunks of time in our hands, whether from a slow work week or bad weather, and are forced to find new ways to kill time. With that in mind, there hasn't been a better time to get into PC gaming, and the first part of building your first PC is choosing the right motherboard. Let's talk a bit about the best motherboard for gaming now, shall we? Starting with ROG Strix Z590E Gaming Wi-Fi. Finding a good motherboard can be quite the challenge sometimes, but there's just certain brands and lines of motherboards you know are overkill for whatever CPU you will put in it. Therefore, it can be bought with complete confidence. Such a line in motherboards can come from Asus ROG with the Strix components. In this specific case, we're talking about the Strix Z590E motherboard, and this is compatible with the latest 11th and 10th gen Intel CPUs. Besides the compatibility with the newest and greatest, one thing that makes this motherboard such a force to be reckoned with is the 14+2 power delivery, which means that you can power any Intel CPU with this motherboard. The Strix Z590E comes with a 4 M2 slots, one of them being a PCIe Gen 4, which means you will most likely never have to deal with a SATA drive if you wish so. This is a 6-layer PCB as well, which means you can overclock RAM pretty well, and in general, any type of overclocking will be easily achievable. The motherboard also has a Wi-Fi 6E and dual 2.5 Gigabyte Ethernet connections to give you the best possible internet connection available. The last thing you need to know about the Strix motherboard is that excellence costs a pretty penny, so be ready to spend around $350 if you're interested in this great quality motherboard. Next, we have Gigabyte Z590 Aros Elite AX. Another brand that you can trust when it comes to competent motherboards is Gigabyte with its Aorus line of products. Unlike ROG Strix motherboards, these are a bit more realistic in terms of what they offer and will be suited for most gamers out there. The Z590 Aorus Flight AX is a Z590 LGA 1200 motherboard, which means it's compatible with the newest Intel 11th, 10th generation CPUs. To be able to properly power a 10900K, for example, you need quite a bit of power, and the Elite AX motherboard has a solid 12+1 VRM solution that can do that easily. The power delivery on the motherboard is superb, therefore it can do overclocking and every other intense task you throw at it with ease. The motherboard has 3 M2 slots, one of them being a Gen 4, which ensures that you can use the latest and greatest storage options for your build. The Elite AX also supports RAM up to 5400 MHz, which is quite literally an insane speed for anybody. The Elite AX also has Wi-Fi 6 and fast 2.5 Gigabyte Ethernet connections that'll keep up with the most demanding networking situations you would have. Overall, this is a great motherboard for any high-end build, and it costs only $240 by comparison to other motherboards. We're looking at you, ROG. Makes it a superb deal. Asus ROG Maximus 13 Hero. Remember when we told you that ROG likes to make the craziest motherboards with the most overkill feature sets? Well, we can assure you we weren't lying, and we can prove it by looking at the Z590 Maximus 13 Hero motherboard. This is the top-of-the-line $500 Z590 LGA 1200 motherboard, compatible with the latest Intel 11th and 10th gen CPUs. The power delivery in this motherboard is an insane 14+2 power stages that are cooled by enlarged VRM heatsinks and covers. The Maximus has a special memory trace layout that helps with RAM latency and frequency, so you can expect overclocking up to 5333 MHz to be as stable as it can be. You have 4 M2 slots at your disposal, 2 of them being Gen 4 for insanely fast speeds. For connectivity, you'll get a Wi-Fi 6E and dual 2.5 GB Ethernet. The Maximus Hero also comes with an improved ALC 4082 chip that helps you get improved audio quality out of your motherboard. The biggest advantage of this motherboard in terms of connectivity has to be the 2 Thunderbolt 4 Type-C ports that allow you a wide variety of connections. Overall, this is the premium motherboard offering that was specifically designed with extremely heavy overclocking and a rich feature set in mind. MSI MPG Z590 Gaming Carbon. Besides Asus ROG and Gigabyte, another manufacturer that's well known in the motherboard industry is MSI. MSI is known for creating extremely capable motherboards that are feature-packed while offering great stability and power delivery. The MSI MPG Z590 motherboard falls directly under this description, being a great motherboard that fulfills all the necessary conditions for a recommendation. The MSI MPG Z590 is an LGA 1200 motherboard compatible with Intel 11th and 10th generation CPUs and is capable of powering them easily with a massive 16+1+1 duet rail power system. The motherboard, of course, also has heavy plated VRM cooling and ensures the PCB is cool as well with a 6-layer printed circuit. The MPG Z590 has 1 Gen 4 M2 slot and 2 Gen 3 M2 slots, which give you enough flexibility with your storage configurations. The motherboard also supports 4 5333 MHz RAM sticks that can be achieved through heavy overclocking. As per usual, with these types of motherboards, you'll also get a Wi-Fi 6E connection and a 2.5 GB Ethernet port. And last but definitely not the least, the Asus ROG Zenith 2 Extreme Alpha. The ROG Zenith 2 Extreme Alpha is a premier TRX 40 board made for the latest generation of AMD Threadripper CPUs. If you use your PC for heavy work but also for gaming, this board is one of the best choices on the market. It's packed with features and ready for anything you throw at it. It comes with 16+2 stage VRM, just what you need for a power-hungry workstation CPU. You also get 8 DIMM slots, 3 M2 slots, and 4 SATA 3 ports. It's worth noting that you can get additional adapters that turn 1 DIMM slot into 2 M2 ports. The board also features 4 PCIe X16 slots, an excellent audio section, and a design similar to other ROG motherboard models. That means tasteful RGB implementation and attractive design. Connectivity-wise, the ROG Zenith 2 Extreme Alpha comes with a dual gigabit, 10 GB plus 1 GB LAN, Wi-Fi 6, and Bluetooth 5.1. The rear I/O includes 5 USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports, 1 high-speed 20 GB per second USB Type-C port, 4 USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports, and BIOS flash and clear CMOS buttons. Extra features include a small multi-purpose OLED screen found on the board, debug LEDs, and power and reset buttons found on the PCB. Well, there you have it, the best motherboard for gaming this 2021. Choosing the perfect motherboard for your build isn't rocket surgery. PC building is all about finding balance and avoiding bottlenecks. So, depending on the other components you plan on purchasing, you might want a better or more value-oriented motherboard. Do you have any suggestions that's not on the list? Let's know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.